Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. I'm Erin and today we are going to be talking about sewing machines. What you need to know before buying one, what you might need, and where to get it. Let's jump right in. There is little to no difference in the different kinds of domestic machines that you can get. The sewing machine has operated the exact same way since its inception. Recently, we've changed it so that you can get a top load bobbin as compared to a front load bobbin, but the mechanism is the exact same. The main difference in the different kinds of sewing machine that you might want to look into are mechanized and computerized. Now, they both work mechanically, but the computerized ones are going to have primarily just a larger stitch selection, possibly even in the hundreds, for decorative stitching, for quilting or top stitching or whatever. Your mechanized machines are going to be a little bit closer to the workhorse. If you needed to do one thing and you needed to do that very well, I would go with a simpler, just mechanized, no computer. There's a ton of different brands, and I'm not affiliated with any of them, and I own a whole variety of them. The one thing I did want to tackle as far as your domestic machines go, which is what this kind is referred to as compared to an industrial, is the difference between the two, as well as I want to bust a little bit of myths here about the heavy duty sewing machine. If it's not an industrial sewing machine, it's not heavy duty. Like, this is the Genome HD 3000 Black Edition. It sounds really fancy. It boasts a little bit like half horsepower, 0.75 more horsepower for the engine, or the motor, sorry, not the engine, the motor that's in it. And it has no computerization, it's purely mechanized. So the advertisements say that it's heavy duty. Yes, for a domestic machine. Now, all of your machines, like, the difference in that is going to be negligible because the motor is only a certain size and the belts running it are only a certain size. So it's not like you're going to be able to go, oh wow, my Singer heavy duty is able to do as much as your industrial machine. No. The main difference there is torque. You're not going to be able to command the kind of power out of something that is a domestic size. It is the motor and the belts that run them. As far as what kind of a machine you need, well, that depends, and it's pretty simple. If you are looking to sew jeans all day, every day, get an industrial sewing machine, a straight stitch, possibly with a walking foot, but that'd be about it. If you're a beginner and you don't know what you want, you might want to quilt. You might want to get into home furnishings. You might want to make your own clothes. You should definitely invest in a domestic machine. Anything within your price point, really. They're all the exact same. They'll have different stitch settings for decorative purposes, but every single one of them is going to have everything you need as far as a straight stitch, a zigzag stitch, the ability to have to operate with a double needle in place, whether or not you've got the extra spool spot for it. All of your basic backup, your stitch width and length adjustments, anything that you really need, like honestly need to make things, your sewing machine will have. It'll just be able to do it. So don't worry about that. Get something that's in your price point. When it comes to figure out where to purchase your machine, any one of the big box stores will do, Canadian Tire, other ones. I wholeheartedly recommend going to your local sewing machine repair shop because they're going to have a in my opinion, the mix of the best of both worlds. I am biased. I think that a lot of the things they produce nowadays are not as good as they could be. Um, I definitely think that an older model machine will probably serve you better for longer. You can get these machines refurbished, and a really nice way to go about doing that, where you oftentimes will get the manual, all the spare parts, the little things that come along with it, is getting to know your local sewing machine repair shop, because they'll probably have refurbished and they'll probably be able to meet your price point as well. Um, as well as developing a relationship with these people early is a really good resource to keep you learning, keep you in the community, keep your mind and your money in the community. I can't recommend that enough. Okay, folks. Thanks for watching. That's all I have for today. You can find me at all of my social links. They'll be right here. I'm Scorned Clothing across the board on everything. Obviously, do the things that help out the algorithm. I'm sure you know by now. Um, Gonna see you next time. And then outro. When it comes to when we're la 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 la. Oh yeah, I have social links. As usual, like, share, stare. And yeah.